I'm Nidhi, I'm a music producer, and today I want to talk to you about that gorgeous phase where you are just getting into music production. So, if you are looking to produce your local band, that is going to be very different to electronic music production where you're very much working in the box on your laptop. Though, for the sake of this video, I will assume that none of us are recording bands yet. The first thing you are going to need to do is pick out a software that you want to learn, and you can do this via free routes such as GarageBand or BandLab. BandLab you can literally download and use as an app on your phone or your iPad, and buy something like Logic or Ableton or Fruity Loops or all the other new ones that are coming about and start learning those. Me personally, I learnt how to use Logic during college, but then went to university and started leaning into Ableton more, so now Ableton is what I primarily use. I also realise now I forgot to mention Pro Tools, which is technically industry standard and really you should learn to use. However, I didn't and still need to. So just know that the learning never stops either. And once you have brought the DAW or downloaded the DAW that's free, just spend time getting comfortable with it. I really will die on the hill that remaking songs that you love or even emulating songs that you love whilst you're learning music production can only do you good. In fact, emulating a song was one of my assignments at uni. I did an emulation of Everything She Wants by Wham. It was something. There was definitely lessons learned from it, and I did get to see the desk that Wham used to record that song when I went on a school trip to Marshall Studios, and they also told us that they had one of George Michael's grand pianos, which was just made me completely fangirl. But it's all good. The reason why I say do these remakes or emulations, whichever works for you, is because it teaches you a lot about your style of music that you want to make, the sounds that you feel fit your sound. It also takes away that worry about lyrics or the worry about having a good structured song because it's already there. And even now that I've finished a degree, I'm still doing these things. I have just finished a remake of one of the Billie Eilish songs from Hit Me Hard and Soft, and it was really fun to do, and I learnt so much from that. So I feel like when it comes to actually making your first song, you just need to know that it will happen eventually, that you can't necessarily force it, and that it could take time. It could also not take time if you're somebody who's coming into music production already with that knowledge of arrangement or songwriting, whether that applies to you. And it's best just to use things as a sketch pad until you have got to a point where you have things that you feel confident enough to say, this is a song and I can mix it now. This has been a very jumbled video about starting out in music production. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.